Hello and good morning. Today we are going to be potting up some keikis, some baby plants. But before I get to that, I just had to show you my newest girl. I cannot be trusted in stores that sell orchids. I was not going to buy a new orchid until after at least one or two of the ones I have were done flowering. But she was just too pretty. And she's an oncidium, which I don't have any oncidiums yet, so getting a new type of orchid was irresistible. I have named her Thelxanoe, which is an obscure muse. Thelxanoe is called the Muse of Heart's Delighting. And I think, looking at these gorgeous flowers, you can probably see why I ended up picking that one. And she has a lot more blooming to do, too. She's got several more flower stalks. It's really, really nice oncidium. So I just had to show you that before we get to the potting. And so now I'm going to move into my studio, and I'll see you in a minute. And here we are in the studio. Got a kind of weird angle here. Sorry, I don't know. I can't get... My camera mount's not really set up to do anything but film down, so I can't quite get this guy in. But whatever. You'll be able to figure out what's going on. So this is my Dendrobium Nobile. His name is Apollon. His variety is, in fact, Apollon Spring Dream, and he has two little babies. You see up here one, down there one. They're called keikis, baby orchids, and they grow off of the mother plant. But when they have a good root system established, they can be potted on their own. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate these from the mother plant, and then I'm going to put them in their own little pots. And it should be quite easy to do. So the first thing you do is just separate. So the keiki is pretty sturdy. It's attached with a tiny little attachment point here. And so that will come off if we just gently twist. You could try to cut it too, but I'd be worried about accidentally cutting into the roots. So I'm just going to give it a little twist. A little twist, and a little pull. There. Okay. Now, let's do the other one. Twisty, twisty, twisty. You're having a lovely view of my arm, I know. Oh, I almost broke a root. Oh, gentle. I am a very clumsy person, so delicate stuff like this is so stressful for me. Come on, come off. You can do it. I can do it without hurting you. Oh, that is, I don't know, maybe I will get a blade out. No, I can do it. Almost. Come on. Off you come. Ah, there it is. Gotcha. Alright. And both the babies and the adult have a little wound. So what we're going to do is we're going to dab a little cinnamon on the open spot. Just get a pinch of cinnamon, dab it on there. Cinnamon powder will seal up because it's very drying, being a microscopic powder. And it has a mild antibacterial property. Oh, that's a lot of cinnamon. Okay, we don't want too much. Tap off the extra. Anyways, the dryness will help that close immediately, and the antibacterial property will help the plant heal. It'll rub a little on our spots. All right, so there's our keikis separated out, and so now the repotting is dead easy. I've got my smallest pots here, and so we're just going to put a little sphagnum moss in the bottom. The adult is in pure sphagnum. That's just how it came from the nursery, and I haven't repotted it yet because the sphagnum seems pretty fresh, seems to be doing fine. So, but these little guys are getting sphagnum and fine orchid bark, and also a little bit of these clay pellets. The clay pellets just help keep airspace in, particularly with the fine orchid bark. That can get kind of dense and a little suffocating. The clay pellets also weight down. They're heavier, than everything else, so I try to keep them towards the bottom so they add a little weight, just to help keep the pots from tipping over if you look at them funny. So there we go. Got bark in, covered up the roots. Some of the roots stick out, that's fine. You know, these are often air roots in the wild. So now let's put this guy in, and bark. A little more over there. Some more of our clay pellets. I get the colorful ones just for fun. You know, they come in just plain brown, but why not be colorful? So then, there we go. 2 beautiful little babies. Oh, your leaf is stuck there. Anyways, I'm going to have to give these names, of course. I don't know what I'm calling them yet. They are new plants now. We'll probably come up with something related to Apollo, because that's their parent. But yeah, adorable baby orchids. Thank you for joining me. It is always fun to have a little company while I am messing around with my plants, and so I really appreciate the folks that watch these videos and that leave comments, and you know, you can subscribe if you want to. I never know what kind of content I'm going to do because I have 5 billion hobbies. This is just a really nice way to share my plants, which I can't, you know, I can't share the process just with photos very easily. So the videos are nice to share plants. A lot of my other hobbies I can share via photo. For example, this is one I'm getting back into. Perler bead sprites. This is a sprite from a game a friend of mine is making. I know a couple folks who are game devs. It's quite fun. It's called Torment Texas. And this is the earth element. Anyway, there's a reason the channel's called Miscellany. You never know what you're going to get. But mostly today you got keikis. Maybe I'll do something about how to do bead sprites in a future video. You can leave a comment if that's something you'd like to see and encourage me. I'm very suggestible. I'm very susceptible to comments. So, you know, comment and let me know. And hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you again soon.